Okay, here's a what not to do skylight installation. So number one, they ran the shingles way too short. These shingles should be all the way up to here on the base. Okay, so there's 2 inches too shy. All right, which lets much more water go down this channel than what's supposed to be there. That's number one. Number two, when he installed it, he nailed right through all the flashing. There's nails that are protruding through the shingles, and I'm finding them on every one of them. Look, you see? So that flashing ends here. So that nail's going right through the flashing, which means that all the water that comes down the side of the skylight was underneath this shingle and hits all those nails that are going through the flashing and making a leak. So there's nothing that you could do besides pull this thing apart and re-shingle around it. You know, try to seal up all these nails, but that's really not going to help you because the leak is coming from underneath. The water's skating underneath the shingle and getting into the flashing. You see, this side he did halfway right, and then he cut the shingle around the flashing here, which is no good. Alright, so the apron flashing is stuck up here, but that's alright. That's what happens when it gets old and the heat and the cold hits the metal. But this skylight was just roofed around the wrong way, so it was only a matter of time, you know. And once the water starts hitting all those nails and rotting them out, that's what's going to happen. It's going to leak on the other side too. The other thing I found here, I'm talking to you, making a video. The other thing I found here is that you got nails protruding right through the shingles here also. So that's going to leak. And here's another one. You see that pinhole? Look at this. There's a nail right underneath it getting wet. So we're going to replace this skylight and probably the roof. Let's see what you want to do. That's another one, same age. This has been updated, but it was an updated insular dome skylight. I could tell you because the powder coater that they used on these skylights, all that powder coating chipped off of it already. And it's probably only, you know, 10, 12 years old. It's an old 3-tab 25-year roof. It's got some damage here to it, but for the most part it's held together. But it is time to replace it. The ridge vent here is squashed in most parts, so it's not breathing. Those 2 skylights in the back are the old acrylic domes. Those are over 20 years old, and they need to be replaced. So, hate to be the bearer of bad news.